Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is the real Dr. G, Karen Aneita Gaynair, checking in. Just want to remind you guys how important it is to vote. Remember to vote, especially if you're in the USA. Remember that there's elections already going on. They have primary elections where you can choose certain candidates that are in your community, like the judges, the commissioners, mayors, congressmen or congresswomen, senators. There's always there basically this is what I do as well, is to blog and educate people about voting and to encourage you guys to do that. Remember, that is our right. And even in Jamaica, where I'm originally from, they just announced that they have elections in September. So our main election for presidency is going to be like in November. So what they're doing is what they call the primaries, where they narrow down all the candidates and so forth, so that way you can have a big ballot. The major ballot is going to be for November, in the USA. That's the USA. All right. So for those who haven't been registered yet to vote, remember that you can start registering at 16 years old. But you're only allowed to vote when you're 18 and over. So when you get your driver license in the USA, for example, they ask you if you're a registered voter. When you become a citizen of the USA, they ask you if you're a registered voter, so that you can get registered to vote for any party. It's not about Democrat, it's not about Republican or Independent. It's about you guys realizing that you have a power. Your power is not only in speaking out, but you can vote. So especially for those people who don't like to talk, or who are afraid to speak out, or don't get the chance to talk about their rights, equal rights and justice, or what they believe in. This is the moment to relax at home and watch the TV, watch the news, if you've been missing all of the debates. So with my medical issues that I have with my back, my neck and headaches and so forth, I don't like watching the news as much because I go through a lot of pain. So what I do is watch it whenever I can, like CNN, MSNBC, Fox is really very good. My family keeps up with the news, so they advise me about things, and we debate about stuff as well. Because there's actually some things that I like about Trump, but I don't like his extreme racism. I don't like the supremacy types of things that he promotes. But I do like a lot of his policies. I like how he's working diplomatically with people worldwide. But I've always campaigned for Democrat, because I am somebody who's liberal. I'm basically somebody who's open-minded to things. I agree with abortion, about equal rights for gays, lesbian, transvestites, the LGBTQ community. So I've been an activist from birth in Jamaica, and always spoke out about my community and about giving back to kids, because I was somebody who was a very sportive person. But I've also been somebody who's been speaking out about a lot of different issues for years. So the main thing with the politics nowadays is to provide universal health care for all. What I've been taunting, because I am a medical doctor, but I am somebody who's also disabled. So I know how it is to live off Social Security and so forth, because that is what I live on, is my pension that I work hard for. But it's not a lot. So what I do is put my hands in different baskets and do different businesses. I'm an entrepreneur, but at the same time, I am somebody who is sick in my own way, physically as well. And mentally, you can get depressed from those things. So I am somebody who can be affected by what happens with the government. You understand? So it's very, very important for me to choose the person who is going to protect our Social Security, who is going to protect our pension, our investment that we have put in, whether it's as an employer, as an employee, business owner or not. I am a CEO as well, and I've had my own business and still do have a LLC that I account for. Millie! Are you gonna vote for Trump? Maybe. I'm gonna check you, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna check you. I'll come check you later. That's my neighbor. That's my neighbor who voted for Trump, okay? And I was asking her if she voted for Trump. She said, first time she go, yes, Karen, yes. And this is why. And she and my dad go at it, and I just get out of the way, because I'm like, yo. Anyways, I have a neighbor who was a refugee. She was a refugee from Millie from Croatia. She's from Croatia, right? And her best friend was from Belize. She said her best friend was black. She's a white lady, dark, light-skinned lady who lives down the block from me. So, however, we met in the neighborhood, okay? So she starts telling me about all these things she's gone through in life and everything. But when it came down to the elections in 2016, guys, she want to vote for Trump, and I was telling her, don't vote for Trump, please vote for Hillary, please vote for Hillary. Is Hillary, I still want to run the country. I still want my Hillary back. Please, can we bring back Hillary Clinton? But Kamala Harris, she's awesome. Kamala Harris got picked by Biden to be on the Democratic team, so I'm excited to see what the results are going to be like. Yo, it's going to be awesome. Because we have a black woman who's going to be representing us as a vice president. Because you know Democrat will win, you know, so we have to get Trump out of this. We have to boot out Trump. I'm sorry, but Trump cutting off Cuba, and that's my neighbor, that's my peeps right there. No matter how I get pissed off about them sometimes. I get pissed off about people too, okay? And I develop my hate too against certain people too, because I've been through a lot. But I've been through a lot with family, with friends, with ex-husband, with police in Jamaica, with police in the US. So trust me, I can't relate to Uno. So the thing is, we need to boot out Trump. Trump I get too much trouble. Trump causing too much unrest, and Trump is not for our lives. So seriously, I haven't done an election talk in a long time, or activism talk in a long time. So Millie is my neighbor from Croatia, and she was a Trumper, and this is where she go today. First time she back him, she defend him to the T, and I'm like, please, you came as a refugee, you know how it is immigration wise to come and don't have papers and get yourself settled and thing like that. That's what she and her family went through. Her parents brought her from there, and she still go back and forth, travel back and forth, just like how me and my family travel back and forth from here to Jamaica. So I'm not afraid or ashamed to tell you guys that. So basically, as a physician, I've campaigned for the Democrats, because I want universal health care. I want that nobody worry about who to go to the doctor, how to go to the doctor, how to pay for the doctor, because we're all human. And what happened is too much inhumanity going on worldwide. There is hardly any love and any peace anymore, and respect. So I've had to learn that myself too, you know, to respect people a little bit more and to really chill sometimes, because I get angry too. So we all have our bad side, we all have our good side. So we have to give it a chance. We have to give Biden and Harris a chance. Because honestly, I didn't like Biden, I'm not gonna lie. I still don't like Biden. I don't know what it is about him. Maybe because he's racist too, just like Trump. So the thing is, Trump racist, Biden racist, Kamala same roots. So maybe one black woman in the parliament, maybe because she get picked now, some little things might happen where we have black woman in power. You know what I'm saying? Because she's been through a lot in California. And by the way, in California, them have weed legal, whether it's recreational or medicinal. So maybe she might be able to make the feds them open up that too and legalize things a little better. So she have the experience with the weed, you know, with the marijuana thing in California, and the environment, with saving the gas, you know, with they're all about saving the environment. California is a nice state. It's just too far, and it's on the west coast where all of the sharks are and the earthquake them and thing, but it's all good. So seriously, what I like is that people can reason about anything, just like Jamaica. I like that PNP and JLP work together. People's National Party, that's a socialist, and JLP, the Jamaican Labour Party, are independent, whoever you are. I like that both of you guys work together. Same in the US. Republicans and Democrats need to work together very well to make sure that we have universal health care. We have Obamacare, but it is subsidized. It is something that you have to apply for, and it can get tedious. Trust me, yo, it's tedious to go on there and stuff, even when you're calling them and things like that. So much competition out there. It's so privatized. It's so like for corporations. So that's why I like Trump in a way, because Trump is right when he talks about, you know, but at the same time, he's helping the rich to get richer and the poor getting poorer. You understand? So I like Trump in some way. And immigration wise, me and my family have gone through a lot. Like, it's family file for us, or I got married, for example, and we've had to wait. When we say wait, 20, 30 years to get through. You know what I'm saying? So I know how it is where certain people, where we don't, you have to work hard and come over here for like school, and then, you know, you get married and you end up staying. But I really love Jamaica. I didn't plan to stay in the US. I really wanted to go back home to Jamaica. So I am very passionate about the rules here in Jamaica. I mean in Florida, USA for example, and also Jamaica. So you will hear me make comparisons with the two, because I like to teach you guys about the culture of Jamaica as well. So right now Jamaica has elections coming up in September. My experience with getting the voting registration done there was hectic. You know, you had to find out where to go to get the card, and you go through a process. It's a long process. They have to verify your address by coming there and seeing you there. So because I've checked out living in Jamaica, I went down there many times, you know, to see if maybe living down there would be better for my health. I ended up there for a long time where I could register to vote as well. So I can vote in Jamaica and I can vote here. So I'm very, very proud of saying that, because it takes a lot of work to get that done, largely, so that I can practice my rights as a citizen. So remember, your obligation as a citizen is to participate in society, make your voice heard, okay? So even if you like Trump and Pence, that's okay. Vote for them, you know, but look at the policies, look at what they're going to be offering. Look at how your life is being lived right now, especially with the coronavirus. I hope you guys realize even more now why basic healthcare is needed for everybody worldwide. It's like the world needs to come together and sort that out. It's not just the US, because a lot of countries are lacking proper healthcare. So it's not just the USA, but we should be a better example for the world. Just like Trump and his attitude about racism and the extremist type of thing. You're banning the swastika from Germany, or the Nazis, you know, sign. They're banning the Confederate flag and all of these things. And, you know, a lot of those things are historical, and a lot of people were brought up with those ways of following those ways. Otherwise, their parents disown them. I've met people here in Florida, right in Davie, Florida, who told me that I can't come into their house because their family's racist and they might kill me because I'm black. And it happened right here in Florida in the 90s, and it still goes on. So racism happens right here in my neighborhood, right there by my neighbors, in school, in college, in different parts of the world. It happens all the time. It's how you deal with it. You don't take it to heart, and you know better. And you know, the situations we end up in, sometimes it's like, wow, how come we end up in that situation? Like, I was just volunteering at an event in Davie that time when I met this person who was volunteering with me. And they respected how I was Jamaican and down to earth and all of that, and smoke weed and all, you know. And because of the cultural similarities, we bond and everything. And I followed this guy with his bike. He was riding a bike and he wanted to relax and chill with me somewhere else after we were volunteering. And I said, no problem, I'll bring you home to drop your bike off. And he said, by the way, when you get to my house, turn off your light and pull up and thing, so I can quickly run in and drop my bike off and come with you. And I was like, wow, I've never experienced that before until I came to the USA. Yeah. So the thing is, we need to cut that out. We need to stop that racism. I could continue telling you stories about my friends too in college who used to walk home in Davie and be called nigger. Yo, nigger, what the hell you doing here, nigger? Yeah, man. I can go on and on about my practice when I was in medical, when I have my medical office, when it was open, before I had this big back surgery. And people would come up, Jamaicans, and tell me that my name don't sound like it's a black person name, it sound white. You know, like stupidness like that. Some people are just ignorant. But I don't want to disrespect anybody because they just don't know better. So what happened is, we have to teach people cultural competence. We have to teach people how to be respectful of each other. I've had to go through it myself and get my discipline when I'm ready. You know, sometimes we have to make the same mistake more than once so we can learn. You understand? Like me drinking my tea, I've learned that the tea kind of ease off the gas and thing in the morning, so why not have a little hot tea? But I'm not used to drinking it, it's hot. So I'd rather talk to you guys and drink the tea. So I just want to remind everybody to vote. It's very, very, very important. Seriously, no fun and joke aside. So I don't care who you're voting for. Remember, the issues are what matters. But hopefully we vote for Democrat all the way. And all of you guys who voted Trump, who regretted it, you have a second chance now to get him out of office. Because remember, he violated all those females and he got away with it. Remember, you were going to impeach Trump and it didn't go through. He's a powerful guy, but we have more power than him. We as a nation, as black people, as minorities, Hispanics, have more power than Trump. If all of us come together, and then the immigration issues will be way better, and all of y'all who here illegal can stay. But if you vote for Trump, I'm sorry for y'all, because none of you guys should be here unless you're American Indian. So if you want to stay in America as a citizen, vote Democrat. You think it's joke? We gotta vote for Democrats, you see? And they will help us in Jamaica a little bit more if we need any help worldwide as well. Because, as a matter of fact, America needs to concentrate on their own country. President Trump and the Americans and the Senate and so forth need to just concentrate even more on their citizens and realize how universal health care is what we need for all. We need to keep pushing that issue about health care for all. It's a very serious thing, and that's all I have to say today. So share the live for me, please. Share this live for me so we can get the word out about reminding people to vote. Remember, if you have kids and so forth up to 16 years old, you can register. So when the time comes when they're 18, they can exercise their rights. Remember that a lot of people died for us to be able to vote. Remember that black people couldn't even vote at one time, women couldn't vote at one time. Still, there's a lot of lack of rights all over the world. Women's rights, rights for black people, Hispanics, minorities. So the vote is in our voice, all right? The voice is in our vote, and the power that we have is in our vote. So Carter, Shaga, all of you guys watching out there, you know, when we're ready to joke around and laugh around, it's those times, you know, I like to show quality of life and to show that whenever you can get out and enjoy the fresh air, enjoy the sunlight, like what I'm doing right now in the morning. It just rained and gave us a lot of blessings right now, you know. But there's still some countries out there, like where I live in Jamaica, who still don't have running water. If we don't vote for that and push those issues to get running water in our neighborhood, to get proper lighting, to get the, you know, proper funding for the streets or the road, you know, there's so much issues out there to vote on. It's not all about racism and the police brutality and all. It's about basic things like water. Water is life, and there's a lot of people in Jamaica who have to depend on going down the street at a standpipe to get water. And now with the coronavirus, hygiene is very, very important. So I like that Lisa Hanna in Jamaica, for example, is making sure that they set up water stations in Southeast St. Anne, but whatever district she's working in, she's doing a great job. And same way in Westmoreland with Dr. McNeil. Dr. Wickham McNeil is our MP, and they've been fixing the roads and so forth for us. And they are socialists, they're PNP, and they're actually opposition in Jamaica. But the point is that they're working together with the government. That's what I like to see. The only thing we need to fix in Jamaica is this issue about the hair. Like, my head hurts me and stuff when I pull it too tight. So I ended up just kind of loosening it out and put it in a little, I just put it up and think it might not be neat to some people, but this is my natural hair. And in Jamaica right now, they're fussy about, there's some schools that came up there's some talks that came up in the media about hairstyle and Rastafarism, and how in some schools they want the kids to cut their hair. So, you know, it's like we have to get up to the time. We have to kind of move forward, you know, go green, move forward, and consider the new customs nowadays worldwide, how kids are going to school with their Rasta and their locks from long time. And if they have to wear a tam, like how some of my classmates and schoolmates did in the 90s when I went to school, high school, they should be able to wear a tam as a part of their uniform if they don't want it hanging and stuff. But I don't believe in changing somebody's outlook and stuff just for them to come to school. You know what I mean? Like, I've lived in England, for example, during medical school, and I always wanted to get a nose ring. And it's because I saw the Indian doctors working there with the nose ring and stuff, and it didn't affect their work. I got one too. But in my culture, I was stereotyped as being, you know, bad girl or whatever when you have a nose ring. You know, it's culture. So the point is, cultural competence is very, very important for us to be able to get along. And some of the things that we actually worry about, other people don't worry about it at all. Like, I was really worried about the nose ring and what people would think, and if I'd get a job or it affect the job. But nobody asked about it. Nobody cared. And I always said, if anybody asked, just say that I'm Indian. But I'm not attached to any specific religion. I'm very, very open-minded and believe in a higher power. you know. So anyway, I just want to get this message out. I don't want it to be too long because I'm actually wanting to go and do my exercise. I was waiting for the rain to ease off because, you know, we all have to take good care of ourselves. So that's what I try to do. Through the pain, even though I'm in pain and was feeling a little bit of discomfort this morning that woke me up, I still want to go now before the sun actually gets hotter. Because in the evening it's been getting too dark and stuff sometimes. I don't want to walk when it's too secluded as well, you know, as a female and stuff too, you know, you have to be careful sometimes. So you guys take good care of yourself. That's what I try and still keep promoting, all right? Is that you guys take care of yourself. Have a great day. Steven in Germany, love you. Big up Maurice, big up everybody. Love to Carter, my Florida massive. Keep me in the loop and let me know what's going on. But at the same time, remember the pandemic is still going on, so they want us to wear the mask. I got my mask ready for my little waist bag to go walking, because when you're walking you tend to run into people sometime on the same sidewalk. So I have my mask that I walk with and my keys, and I was just finishing up some tea. No special tea. I was trying to sell some Total Life Change products the other day, but the tea, the drops made me sick. It affected my thyroid function, and there was some NRG pills that had too much caffeine for me. So it was too much of a upper for me and thing. And when I'm already somebody who naturally hype, I'm already somebody who have a lot of energy when I'm ready naturally. So I try to stay away from anything that cause me harm. So this is just some mint tea, you know, remind me of home. Just some mint tea and thing, you know, that I use to just get rid of the bloating. So for those who've been following me for years, they know that I'm an activist. They know that I blog about my health and show my big belly, my belly and thing that spasms up and so forth. And sometimes when I've been walking, it's been spasming up a lot too. But I really wanted to just reach out to you guys because yesterday was a great day where they announced, hey, so Biden, hey Nadia Riri, how you doing, girlfriend? So Biden announced that he picked Kamala Harris to run with him during this election. So it should be a great thing to watch, because we got a female in the race now, Nadia. Hey. And God knows I was trying to stay away from politics, but I love it. I love politics. I wish I was a politician sometime. Yeah. That's one of my things that I wanted to do, is become a politician. So call me an activist and philanthropist. And if you guys know of anybody seriously who helps with book writing, I've been reaching out to 1 or 2 people who I know have written books, but I've been interested in putting some of my old content into a book, even if it's audio books and so forth. So for those who want to listen, you can take time and listen about different topics that I have. But I just want to say respect, due, and thanks you guys for following. But I gotta I'm getting my day started. I had my breakfast, had my tea, and I'm gonna go do my walk now before it gets too hot, because I gotta do some things on the road still. So I try to knock out the exercise and the urgent things first in the morning, so I can relax and take my time to do work. Because when I do work or sit down for a long time, it hurts my neck and shoulders and my back and things. I get a lot of pain, burning pains, like right here it's hurting now. That's from too much sitting. So sitting is not good, lying down is not good too much, and standing up causes me to get some wicked feet pain. So I'm going through a cycle where I go through a lot of pain and discomfort, and I'm walking, and the walking seems to making it worse with the heat. And I'm somebody who gets sick from the heat very easily. So I have to do my working out when it's kind of like not so sunny like this, when it's cloudy and cool. So I tend to walk early like now or late in the evening, you know. So you guys try to do the same thing. Try to get your workout in, your exercise, because they recommend like 30 minutes a day, even if it's 5 days of the week. Alright, so that keeps me moving. Even if I'm not losing weight, I just like to keep moving, so that way I don't get too stiff and get even more pain. So you guys continue to take care of yourself, alright? And if you need any advice, any medical advice or anything, and you can call me, message me on my inbox, you know, just send me a quick message. That way when I scan the messages, I see that you're serious, you know, because sometimes I have like all these people blowing up my messenger and I don't know them, and it goes into a spam box. So I don't mind helping anybody, or if you have questions about even the election, or if you just want to reason about that. I've been reasoning with a lot of people for years about politics and so forth, and that's the type of people I've kept friends with on Facebook and social media. We have great conversation about politics and about what's going on. So there's a lot that I can talk about, but I don't want to keep you guys too long right now. So check out my posts, enjoy my posts. I've been sharing a lot of memories, a lot of old stuff. So people thought I was in Jamaica, which trips me out. You guys need to pay attention more to the posts. Pay attention. People don't pay attention, and people don't read things properly. But I've been in Jamaica that's my hometown. So I used to go there to visit, and I go there on holidays, and I bring my son as well, so that he can learn the culture in Jamaica. You understand? Back to cultural competence. So I like to share videos about my home in Jamaica, about just places that I've gone to there in Jamaica and in the US as well, or wherever I travel, just like you guys do, so that you can see how to, you know, I want myself to be an example of somebody who goes through a lot or have been through a lot, but still push myself to be happy. Happiness is first. To be happy. Be grateful for what you have, that I have shelter, food, and so that my family helps and stuff in whatever way they can, and I'm really respectful and grateful of them. We've been through a lot, and I forgive everybody. I forgive and think, even if I can't forget about some stuff, I really forgive people and I move on very easily. So that's what I love about Kamala Harris. She's somebody during the debates who spoke up about things against Biden, about racism she experienced when she was a little girl growing up. But the point is, she stood out and she stood up for herself, and she mentioned the childhood issues she's gone through. And you know, it's the same thing that I do. I like to talk about the past. I like to talk about, it's just our personality. People might say it's defensive, but the point is, she stood up for her own. She stood up for her right and for her race and all of these things. You know, she's mixed, and you know, you could read up about these politicians, you can read up about these personalities, but the good thing is that they're great role models out there, you know, who promote equal rights and justice. So I like to be a role model to others, and I like to be a mentor. So if you guys have people who want to even go into medicine and they're scared and don't want to do it, you know, let them call me. But you know, link me. I like to encourage people to be whatever you want to be. Just like how Obama used to say, yes you can, yes you can. You can be anything you want to be. I'm a medical doctor, and I also have a master in medical science. So I'm a master in sciences as well. And I got my bachelor's in microbiology, which fits in with what's going on now with Corona. But and then I did chemistry as well from my undergrad. So, you know, I have my degrees and I've accomplished a lot in life and things, but I'm not working for years now. And so I'm, you know, I'm sorry that you guys have to be compromised by the coronavirus now and stay home. But now more people get to feel how it feels, you know, to have no choice and to have these emergencies. Yeah, man. So I put on a lot of weight because I am somebody who lives in pain. So I live in pain, and no matter how I tried to exercise, the heat made me very sick. And I had to end up in hospital again this year. So I've been in hospital 3 years straight because of the heat. The heat really gets to me and makes me sick. So that's why I stay in. That's why I really don't go out so much. Or if I do go out, I go out in the evening time. And you can see this kind of like popping up this vein here. So what I'm going to do now is stop talking. And like I said, go and do my exercise. I know I said that like 2-3 times. But I keep seeing people popping up. So big up Bundon, big up Flo, Erin. But Pedro, you are right. I've been putting on weight. Yes. See, I've been putting on weight. Yes, it's true. You know, my belly getting big right here. But this is how my belly is. It's just a condition that I have called gastroparesis. And then I have a spinal cord that is tethered. It's stuck at the back. So read up on my old stuff that I've been talking about, because it's the same thing happening every year to me. So I have to really watch out for the heat, guys. You know, but at the same time I need to assimilate to the heat as well, because if the AC not working and the fan not working, it defeats the purpose. So I know I went on a tangent about myself when I was talking about voting, but it comes right back to square one. We're all humans. We all get sick sometimes. And even when you think that you're totally healthy, your blood pressure might be off, your weight might be too much or too little, you know, the lifestyle that you live might be causing some problems or cause havoc in the future. But your family history is also important. Your preventative care is important. So it all comes back down to life and living healthy. And that is why I do these blogs, is to encourage people to vote for the people who can keep you alive, keep you healthy, and to provide the basic necessities you need, like food, water, medical care, you know, even dental care is very important as well. So big respect to everybody working on the front line, because I miss work. That is what gets me depressed or down and out, is that I miss work and I miss seeing people. But at the same time, I have to take care of myself too. I live in a lot of pain, and when I was working back in 2012, I got a lot of headaches when I wake up, which I still go through, and I still get a lot of burning right here. I hurt a lot right now. So I gotta stop looking down on the camera, talking to you guys, and get up and do a little movement and come back and lie down a little bit. Because if I lie down right now, trust me, the day going to be done, I'm not going to get to exercising. So I have to push myself to keep moving so that I don't put on more weight. So that's what I'm working on. And I have to watch out for the food. But food is my pleasure. I don't really eat a lot, but when I do eat, or when I do get hungry, I get this wicked hunger, like right now, where I have to, like, not right now, but I get this wicked hunger feeling where I want to chow down the whole place. And all it does is just make my belly swell up even more, and then I feel uncomfortable, or I bring it up. So without repeating things about my own medical issues, I want you guys to go back and look at my blogs, you know, learn about my medical problems. I don't mind sharing about the nerve damage thing, the gastroparesis, the tethering of the spinal cord, because it all come back right back down to quality care and health care, and how much money that I've spent on trying to make sure that I am better. So and you know, with grooming, with even doing your own hygiene, like getting your feet, you know, grooming, like combing my hair is painful. Getting down to scrub my feet is painful and stuff. So that's why I invest in, like, every now and then I get my hairstyle done that is comfortable, so I can roll out of the bed and not worry about my hair. I got to get my feet and my nails done, not because I want to get them done, it's because I can't reach my feet and really scrub it the way how I want to. So I go to the salon and try to get it done every now and then, you know. But all of that takes money. So that is why I blog about things and promote my businesses, because I need money to pay my medical bills. I need money to survive, to pay rent, light bill, water, my car notes, you know, all of those things, insurances, you know. Yeah. So all of us have the same stresses out there, guys, where we're worried about bills. So don't feel like you're alone out there. Hey, Tiffany Brady, she's the owner of a dental practice in Pampona Beach. So if you need a good dentist, I was just telling them, Tiffany, that preventative care is the best thing to do as well. Don't wait until you get sick. I need to come to you to get my cleaning and stuff. So don't worry, I have it on my list to call today to get that done. So those are the little things that keeps me busy, is following up to get those things done. But like I said, right now my back hurting me, and I might just end up just lying down a little bit till it ease off before I go walking, but I'll see. I just gotta put down the phone for a little bit. Alright, cause my back hurting. So that's what stopped me from getting out of the house and doing a lot of things that I want to do, is the pain. So I go with how I feel. It's like I have all these plans, and I have all this whole list of stuff that I need to do, front page and back page. But what happened, I'm in pain. I'm in a lot of pain right now. I'm sitting on the edge of the chair, if you can't see. So it's hurting to do the blog. But I really enjoy talking to people and really enjoy sharing the information and the education. But I'm hurting, guys. So thanks for all the prayers out there. Keep in touch. Let me know what's going on. And thanks for inviting me out and things. And if you don't see me show up, it's because I'm feeling sick. It's just that. I just try my best to keep up with you guys still, but you know, sometimes I just don't push myself. I rather just stay home, watch a little TV under the fan and thing, you know, and cool off. So like I said, thanks again to my family. They've been very, very understanding and very patient with me and very helpful, especially my mom and dad, you know. So give people a chance, and you know, say sorry, make up, love one another, because you know, now we're in the pandemic, everybody's home, so that's why I do my blogging outside. So I don't disturb the peace, I don't disturb anybody, and if anybody walking by my camera or walking in the house, you don't get to see them with them half naked self. So I've been trying to raise funds to move out. I have my own place, but it's nice living with people. You have company, you know. It's not good to be alone a lot of times, you understand? So yeah, so it's nice to have company. So we all got stuck together in the corona pandemic. Anyway, so keep in touch, guys. Like I say, if anything going on, and I want to have a reunion, you know, especially with the people who I used to work with at the hospital and at schools and stuff like that. But I am ill, like I say, and I like to reach out to people who can help me with different projects. So I still need somebody to help me with a website for blogging where I can upload all my content there. I still need help to get book writing done. So if anybody out there know anybody who the books, audio book or however I can do it, just link me. All right, those are the little things that I'm researching. Just a few things that I can mention for now. But thank you guys. You have a great day. I'm gonna get walking. All right, that's probably what I need right now, is to get walking so that I can get rid of this back pain. All right, so and try to lose some weight. But the food nice. So anyway, guys, big up yourself, and remember to drink your water. The water is life, so that you don't get a heat exhaustion or a heat stroke like what I've had this year, last year, and the year before. All right, 3 years in a row. So please take care of yourself and drink a lot of water. All right, take care. From the real Dr. G, Karen Aneita Gaynair, checking out.